Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Rebels offense will get the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Fires to the big fella. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They're going to run it. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of this.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route, working through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
To the air, it's Mateer. Fires on the move. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Stribling. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a two-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulls it fired complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And some room to work. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. If they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
They booted away on 4th down. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Diggs. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Lacey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Simmons. He's got him. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle. Fair catch, a solid return, gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying.
He wants to go deep. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes a man miss. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Give to the back. Sweet cut there. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got it in the middle, it's dribbling. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's right. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Handoff to the lone back. Brings it to the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working. But you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To the ground with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try the run. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Grab behind the line. It's Barry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. It's complete to the right. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Makes the catch. It's Barnes.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Burks. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Burks. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
On to attempt the try. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. That's caught. It's Sategna. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Diggs. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's right. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll go to the ground, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Makes the catch. It's Wallace. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Rebels are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Kent. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield. It's Mateer. Get it out on the screen. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things... Down. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give is to Taylor. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Caught in the backfield, it's Tatum. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Kent. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Simmons. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to and when he sticks his foot in the ground. You could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Hold and fire complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Never a doubt. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody's lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Simmons. Just a little off. Incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's dribbling. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. This is a designed run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. I'll admit, I wondered. Just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. The throw to the outside is complete. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Sooners are on the move.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Sategna. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking to pass, it's Batir. Gets it to the back. Shakes off the defender. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown. We need a two-point conversion. But you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent. Plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the sixth time tonight. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
To the air, it's Simmons. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. And now the ball is knocked free. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Burks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Sooners have this offense rolling. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Burks. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He's got it along the sidelines, foot in bounds, and it's a first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the marker is Kent. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Right back up top on second and 10. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to
A shot for the end zone. Whoa, look at the sticky Velcro-esque fingers. He's got it for a touchdown, and now they need the 2 and we'll be all tied up.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
Trying to slam in. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.